What's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of my CD collection. I know it's been a couple of weeks, but I just got been busy a lot, So here's a couple of CDs I'm about to show you. And by the way, today is actually the deadline. No, scratch that. Yes, I think yesterday was the deadline for the whole Q&A. So stay tuned. I'm gonna do a Q&A video possibly sometime next week. Other than that, let me get started. The first album I'm about to do today, it's Cream with the Scroggy Gears, released in 1967 on Reaction under Atco under Polydor Records. This is actually the second studio album. A lot of people think this is the first album. No, this is actually the second studio album. Like this album is like known for like singles like Strange Brew, Sunshine of Your Love, Tales of Brave Ulysses, dope song by the way, and SWLABR. This is one of my favorite. Probably this album is like my second favorite album from them, and this is a very classic album, like very psychedelic and bluesy at the same time. Like they never really got the credit they deserve with this. I mean, no, scratch that, scratch that. Like they were ahead of their time with this joint right here. You know what I'm saying? And like, believe it or not, this album actually took about 3.5 days to record, and actually that's actually impressive if you ask me. So this is on Cream, the Scroggy Gears, 1967. Must have in your collection. D'Angelo and the Vanguard Black Messiah, released last year, 2014, on RCA Records. This is his third studio album, highly anticipated and all that. This is a very, if you're expecting voodoo, you're not gonna get voodoo. Of course, you're not gonna, because voodoo was released in 2000. This 14 years gap. Other than that, what happened? All right, so D'Angelo, between Voodoo and this album, he was going through a lot of personal issues like drugs. I think he was going through drugs and alcohol. Girlfriend left him. He was getting arrested. He was getting arrested. I think with some prostitute and shit like that. So yeah, he was going through a lot of shit, and so like it wasn't until 2000, I think 2012, he surprised everyone because he came to the BET Awards, and like that's when he made like his big comeback. You know what I'm saying? So he was beginning to think he went on tour. I think he went on tour, if I'm not mistaken, with Prince, and and then this album came out like last year, and it caught a lot of people off guard because they've been saying that he's gonna work on an album, he's gonna work on an album, he's gonna work on an album and shit. So, seeing as I was known for Really Love and Betray My Heart, this is a dope album. In a way, it kind of reminds me of Stevie Wonder's Journey Through the Lives of Plants. It has that vibe to it. Like, if you heard that album by Stevie Wonder, which is a dope album, I need to get my hands on that one. It will kind of has this kind of vibe to it, like a new age kind of sound. So yeah, I must expect a review on this album though. And basically have all this album except for Voodoo, which I need to get my hands on Voodoo. It's just that like I see that album everywhere, so I can just get it anytime I feel like it. D'Angelo and the excuse me, D'Angelo and the Vanguard, Black Messiah, 2014. Next album. This is actually one of my favorite albums, like from the West Coast. Cypress Hill 3, Cypress Hill, Cypress Hill 3, Temples of Boom, released in 1995. On Rough House, on the Columbia, and the SME. Yeah, only Cypress Hill album I have at the moment. I'm surprised. It came out with about three singles: "Throw Your Set in the Air," "Illusions," and Boom Bitty Bye Bye. Yeah, and I'm gonna give you a little trivia right quick. The song, so yes, the song here has a diss to Ice Cube called "No Rest for the Wicked" because according to Be Real, it's been said that he said that Ice Cube stole, I think, a line from "Throw Your Set in the Air" for his song Friday on the Friday soundtrack. Yeah, so that's one like that had that beat between I think '95 to I think about '97. Actually, a pretty good beat. They both Cypress Hill and West Side Connection drops some dope diss tracks against each other. But that's another story for a different day. This album is kind of like different from Black Sunday. A lot of people say Black Sunday is their best album, but this album shits on Black Sunday. Although I do love Black Sunday, but that album gets overpraised a lot because this album took like a more darker, moody kind of turn. Like when you hear like "Spark Another Owl," like that, dun 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 dun, dun. Like that beat alone, that beat is just unbelievably one of Muggs' best beats in my opinion. Then you have what's that one song called? What is it that? What is it that? It's that one song, strictly hip hop, dope song. Be Real rapping was unbelievable on that song. Alright, so Cypress Hill 3 Temples of Boom. It's in 1995. Must have in your collection. Best album, in my opinion. Alright, Run the Run the Jewels 2, Killer Mike and LP, released in 2014. Um, another dope album from last year though. This is released on the Master P on the RED. Master P, you guys should know. I think that's like Nas's record label and all that. Singles I was known for are Blockbuster Night Part One, Oh My Darling, Don't Cry, and Close Your Eyes and Count Back. This is, in my opinion, like the best hip hop album from last year. A lot of people were praising this album, and it's a very out there. Like the production is dope. Killer Mike, I'm glad he's getting a lot of shine now, and LP, very consistent rapper and producer. You know what I'm saying? Um, what else I can say about this album? Yeah, I'm gonna definitely do a review on this. I heard this album last year, so I'm gonna definitely do a review, and especially a review on Killer Mike's R.A.P. music. Y'all gonna be shocked about this one. This is Prince, the hits and the B-sides, released in 1993 on his Paisley Park record label and Warner Brothers. This is a compilation slash unreleased songs, kinda. Yeah. Um, this album, it came out with about three singles. Um, Pink Cashmere, dope song. I love that song. Peach, and they re-released the song Controversy. So this album is a very interesting album right here because this is at a time when Prince was having problems with his record label Warner Brothers. Excuse me. He was having problems with Warner Brothers at the time, so I mentioned this plenty of times. Like when I think I reviewed the Love Symbol album, and I talked about the Comp. I talked about the Comp album too, and so he had to release like a couple albums to get out of his Warner Brothers contract, and this was on the album. I think I said this was one of the albums he had to release too because he did not really have a lot of Prince did not care about this album one bit because he just wanted to get out of Warner Bros. Because he was having problems with it. Like it was well documented at the time. He was having a lot of problems with Warner Brothers. And also, like this is probably in my opinion his best compilation to date. Like, it has all the Prince's classics like Adore, Sign of the Times, When Doves Cry. Sexy Motherfucker, You Got the Look, Purple Rain. I mean, this is better. This is like 100 times better than that other Prince compilation. The very best of Prince that came out in 2001. That, and I'm kind of critical about compilations because, especially greatest hits albums, because if you're gonna do greatest hits album, you need to have the hit that everyone loves. But some greatest hits album are just biased because it only picks out like the single, the one that got the most radio airplay. It only picks out the one that got the most radio airplay. And for that very best of Prince album, that's what it picks out, the one that got the most airplay. This album, although some of the songs does have some of the most airplay, it also has like songs like where's that song? Yeah. I think Do Me Baby, which I don't believe that was a single on a Controversy album, but it had like a cult following over the years. So yeah, so you guys know what I mean. So Prince, the hits and the B sides, 1993. If you can find this, because this album is very very hard to come by. I actually found this in Barnes and Noble, of course. So, and the last album I'm about to talk about today is David Bowie's Hunky Dory album, released in 1971 on RCA Records. You guys should know who David Bowie is. This is actually another first album I got it from him. I finally got an album from him. Um, he's like one of the most influential and innovative rock musicians of all time. You know, a lot of people kind of credit him for creating the whole glam rock genre. Singles I was known for are Changes, Andy Warhol, and Life on Mars. What can I say about this album? Wait, if I'm not mistaken, I think Queen Bitch was a single too. No way, actually, Queen Bitch was not a single now. Like this was a very important album in his discography too, because of the fact that it really was the album that pushed him out there. Because like this was like the album where he started like wear the makeup and all that. Like you see him right here and shit, just chilling and shit, you know. And that's why a lot of people say this album was kind of like the beginning of the whole glam rock kind of era of him, you know. And also, a lot of people say this is his best album. I tend to disagree because this is actually my fourth favorite album from him. My top three favorite albums are Station to Station, The Rise and Fall of Ziggy Stardust, and The Spiders from Mars. And I'm gonna psych all out when I say this, but Larger, which was the final album off his Berlin trilogy, that album, mm, like that album is hands down his underrated album to date. And this album and The Man Who Sold the World, they were like the beginning of the whole glam rock era, like I said before. So yeah, this album I'm definitely gonna do a review on this, so stay tuned. But David Bowie 1971 Hunky Dory classic album. And that's all the time I have, so stay tuned for more. Peace.